work at Twitter. I manage some of our global agency partnerships and increasingly our global video solutions as that becomes a much bigger part of the platform. I think everyone knows Twitter as a 140 character limit platform for when it started. If you open up that app today, it looks a hell of a lot different. You know, it looks like video from marketers, it looks like video from users. The amount of videos that are actually published by users has increased 50% this year alone. So the way that we're communicating these types of platforms is increasingly visual. And then we're starting to get into some spaces like we talked about with actually pulling live television directly onto that phone through things like the NFL, through NHL, NBA, a bunch of different partnerships. So we're moving pretty quickly into this world, and I think it's more and more important that we understand the needs and the constraints of this industry as we try to fit into that in a more of a video-centric type way.
Yeah. Tell us a bit more about some of those partnerships for the live viewing that you guys are doing. What's the driving thesis there of why Twitter is the right platform to combine social engagement, if you will, with live video viewing?
Yeah, so I think it's good to step back first for a second and say, like, why is Twitter on your phone? Twitter's on your phone. When you tap that little blue bird, you tap it because you want to find out what's happening right now in the world that you care about, right? So it's the fastest, most personalized and comprehensive source of information about what you care about, and it's that live nature of it. The way that one big area that people have talked around in big groups has always been around television. The TV's on, you have your phone, you're looking at it, you're seeing the commentary. So the natural extension of that is instead of me sitting here on the couch watching the big screen TV and looking at the tweets is why don't we actually bring those together onto one screen. So we started testing, we announced this kind of in the Cannes timeframe last year, or this year. We started testing with Wimbledon, with some PGA Tour. Golf, we talked about some movie premieres, and then we announced that we basically secured the rights for 10 Thursday night football NFL games. And that was kind of the big unveiling of that.
Yeah. What's been the marketer response? And those marketers that are spending with you in these environments, what kind of metrics and measurements are they seeing that's getting them excited?
I think it makes sense. So marketers have always kind of thought of Twitter as a way they could combine what they do on TV with what they do in social or digital. So it also looks a lot like TV. You know, you're buying in-stream ads while it's running, plus you get that whole social conversation around it. So it was a relatively easy sell, I think, to bring it to market. Sales have been really strong for all the partnerships that we've launched. We've generally sold out most of it pretty quickly. And in terms of success rates, they're looking at how much of the video is watched. So about 98% of the videos are watched with sound because it's within this premium live stream. And they're looking at sentiment of it. So when we launched the NFL game, the first game we measured the sentiment to see if people actually liked it or not. 98% of the sentiment was positive. Lou from Bank of America said, was the quote, the tweet I should say, was, "We're watching the birth of participatory TV." And I think it's true. Like if you actually saw the game and you're seeing the tweets and you're interacting with some of the players and the coaches, it's freaking cool. Like it's a different way to consume TV. So the response has been really good so far.